AI is coming. That's last year's news. AI is here. That was last month's news. What are we going to do about it? No one's really come up with an answer for that one. What is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. What is it going to do? Well, it can book your appointments and you can ask it questions for support and help, and you can ask it to reply to emails, and you can ask it to write out articles and reply to tweets or give you a tweet. It does a surprising amount, and it's only been out for 2 months. So impressive, and honestly, it's not a big jump to kind of roll it forward a year or so and imagine that this is going to be a massive crutch for people who are socially anxious in the dating realm, because when they don't know what to say, they might ask AI. So in that world, what are we going to do? Well, see, what AI does is it can multiply your input, like what you take in. You want like 10 scientific papers read, and you want just like the concise notes of it. You want the spark notes. You want the commonalities between all of them. It can do that, or it'll be able to do it even better in a while. And then it can multiply your output by writing the things for you and letting you just be kind of like editor-in-chief, making sure that the quality is up to your standard, that there's enough finesse, enough spark in those articles, replies, tweets, whatever else it is. Where does that leave procedural knowing? As in like learning a skill, catching a ball, learning how to swim. Like, we'd hardly just be editor-in-chief of that too, where we just watch other people do it and don't really do it ourselves. Yeah, we're very sedentary. Like, we're as immobile as we've ever been. What about perspective taking, the other type of knowing, where what it is to see the world from a different point of view? Yeah, we're the most narcissistic that we've ever been. We're the most self-orientated, as in like our phones adjust to us. We do not adjust to the world. And we can all feel that in our social conversations at the moment, because I want to talk about psychology and philosophy and all the rest, and I'm down that rabbit hole, and someone else is down another rabbit hole, and our ability to bridge, difficult. We'll come to that at the end. So that's 3 of the 4 types of knowing. And this is referencing John Vervaeke's 4 types of knowing. We've gone through it before, but let's do a short little recap and put it into that evolutionary lens. Okay, at the bottom, the real base is participatory knowing. This is animals. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm thirsty, I drink. When I'm tired, I sleep. I participate in the environment. I don't think about how my prey feels. I don't have procedures for catching it. I just participate and do it. And if I participate in the wrong way, I die. If I participate in the right way, or in a way that works, then I have offspring and my genetic line lives on. This is evolution, like at a real fundamental sort of thing. Then you have perspective. So once we became animals that could survive, like the ways of participation that didn't work kind of fell to the side, and the ways remained. And we became social. We started caring about our family. We started caring about partners, mating for longer, coming into tribes, perhaps coming into groups, and again, caring about offspring as well. Not all animals care for their offspring, mind the offspring. We've all seen the turtles try to climb out to the water, like the parents aren't there. But we do that, we empathize, and that made our lineage stronger. That made us more survivable. So that's perspective. Then you get to the next layer, which is procedural, which is, see, I had to use perspective to get there though. So if I take the perspective of a stone, I wonder what it's like to be this stone that I throw at an enemy. Because I need to imagine that I don't just throw it and they get hit. I need to imagine it throws and it travels and it lands. But we made a step further. we went to the propositional knowledge, which is your head knowledge, the top knowledge. So we have participatory, we have perspective, we have procedure, and then we have propositional up on top. And how we did that was when we took the perspective of the tool and learned the procedure of throwing it, then we learned to aim and to track. And then not only did we learn to track prey or predators, we learned to track ideas. I see what you're saying. I get it. I'm following you. I understand. We are tracking something. I'm laying something out, and it's not tangible, grabbable or anything like that, but you're roughly following where I am at the moment. That is the propositional. So now technology has the ability to supercharge our inputs and our outputs, but only at that last level. That propositional head knowledge, language, communication, all the things that we track and follow. What happened to the procedural? I can't tell you how I caught the ball, but I can do it. I know that. And the perspectival, I can't tell you what it's like to live with a partner. I can't tell you what it's like to, what my friend is like to me. Can't put it exactly into words, but I can feel it. I know the perspective of maybe them or how I am with them. I know those characters, roughly speaking. What happens to them? Well, we are as sedentary as we've ever been. We're not moving around as much, as I've said, and we are as narcissistic as we've ever been, because it's all about us and our image, and that everything adjusts to us, and the routine and the whole organization of our house, of our phone, of our everything else is to suit us and our authentic selves. And so I invite you to what I offer this space, and that is a 2-hour workshop that is around how we participate in our communication, and we leave behind the propositional knowledge, trying to talk about something else, trying to argue about something else, trying to get somewhere. No, we leave that behind, and we use procedures to get us there, and we exercise our perspectival muscles such as empathy to be with each other. But it is how you participate in the conversation. It is how you show up, how you engage. It is how you are in the moment, not to get to anywhere, not to do anything in particular, but just how you present, how you feel right now watching this. How does your chest feel? How does the back of your neck feel? How does your stomach feel? Sitting into that, being with someone else in that space and allowing it. We also do a practice called Dialogue into Dialogus, which is where we talk about virtues. This is so nourishing. We pull apart a virtue, 4 people in a group, and you pull apart a virtue where one person says authenticity is to be protected, and another person says authenticity is offering regardless, and another person says that this is something collective, something individual, this is something that is forged at home, this is something that is expressed and forged with the public, and you pull it apart. And you come into relationship with it, because you can't have it. It's not propositional knowledge. It's how you participate with these virtues. You come into relationship with them. It is the most nourishing practice I've done. So this is what I want to offer this space. There are many people offering different practices, and I implore you to chase down some of them and build your own ecology, build your own ecosystem of practices that works for you. And we'll talk about that in a video. But for me today, to take a stand at that participatory level, I offer you 2-hour workshops. Our next one is on Wednesday, the 11th of January. I'm going to be organizing them every second week or so. So simply message me with your email and I will add you to the list. You will get the link, the Zoom link for the next meeting, whenever that is, or the next workshop, whenever that is. And you will get a small bit of reading material if you wish to read it. It's not compulsory. It's just a bit of kind of a layout of what we'll be going through, which sometimes helps people feel a bit more at ease. That is it. I hope to see you there. I hope you have a good week. I hope you are participating in life and that you feel full of life and that you are not ruled by this headspace that is corroding everything under it, corroding the procedures that we have for coming together, corroding the procedures for talking to each other, corroding the perspective, that shared ability to just understand each other and see from a different perspective where they're coming from, even if you don't agree. All of these things, that head knowledge, I hope you are tackling that, because we're all struggling with it. So I invite you to the workshops. I hope to see you there. I hope you have a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.